All right, so let's move on to the other thing from Raw that I thought was really good, though, was Drew McIntyre. I gave this one 2 thumbs up. And he was out there getting scolded by Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce was supposed to go out there and lift his suspension, but instead he told them that you have to apologize to the 2 referees you beat up after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And Drew refused, said that after all the referees and the officiating have screwed him and CM Punk getting involved in his matches, he refused to apologize to those referees, and he actually ended up pushing them, and he threatened to attack Adam Pearce when Seth Rollins stopped it. But I gave this 2 thumbs up because I thought this was a great use of Drew McIntyre, because he's just really cool the way he talks and everything. And so I thought he did great, and I thought as a wrestling segment, I thought it was really good. But let me get some thoughts from Vlad. Vlad's quote, he gave it just a thumbs up, not a 2 thumbs up in his review. He said, "This was solid, but not the best segment it could have been. Why does Drew have to apologize for knocking down refs and no one else ever does?" Good point.
Well, yeah, I think that was my problem with the segment. Overall,
Wait, sorry, you got cut off. Say that again.
Sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was saying that was probably my problem with the segment. That why does Drew have to apologize? Why does he have to say he's sorry to these referees when referees get beat up all the time, right? It happens like every other. What about Braun Breaker? He beating up referees left and right? Don't heels beat up referees? Isn't it like a thing that happens?
Does Braun Breaker beat up a referee, Robert? I think he beats up the guys. He ruins matches. Right. I haven't seen him beat up a referee, and
he hasn't knocked down referees. Well, okay, but there's been plenty of.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, Vlad. But the argument I was going to make against that I've been waiting to come on the show and talk to you about, was that I think the one argument you could say is that this is a new WWE. It's a new regime. Maybe from now on they want to take it more seriously and be more realistic and sports-based. So I guess I could say that since Triple H has been in charge, I haven't really seen referees get beaten up and stuff. So, I thought this was all right in that respect. But
it was all right. It was still a good segment, and Drew's still doing a great job. And I think Adam Pearce is pretty damn good in his role as Raw GM as well. I've enjoyed his work as well as a character. But it was just all right. I think it was missing a little something to make it like 2 thumbs up. Like, I think Punk not being there. And I just didn't like the whole explanation of him having to apologize to these referees. I don't know. Is that really something that needs to be done?
According to Vlad.
Well, no. Well, that's basically what Drew said. But that's not what I said. But no, I'm just saying, I think, in reality, if this was a sports-based thing, they wouldn't have him apologize in front of 20,000 people to these lowly referees. It wouldn't have been like that. It would have been like backstage with no cameras. Okay, whatever. But if we're talking about if this was realistic, if for keeping it real type of thing. But nonetheless, this was a good segment. I enjoyed Drew. I've enjoyed everything he's done for a long time now. And I can't wait to see more of what happens between Drew and Punk. But this just wasn't everything prior to this has been 2 thumbs up that we've given Drew and the Punk angle. This is probably the first time that I was like, okay, this was good, but not the best. This was just okay. So I think 1 thumb up is fine in this case.
Regular thumbs up from Vlad for this angle today on Raw. All right, Robert. Regular thumbs up from Robert.
He did. He did.
It was good. I agree with a lot of the stuff that Vlad said. It is, come to think of it, I didn't put too much thought into it as I was watching it, but, listening to what Vlad was saying, I do agree. And it is kind of ridiculous because, this at the end of the day, this is still a business, right? It's still a business, and Punk versus Drew is a big money match. You want to see that happen. So why risk that by trying to force him to apologize to the referees? It's kind of stupid. But the reason why I didn't give it 2 thumbs up is because Well, pretty much a lot of the segments on Raw that featured either Punk or Drew have been so good recently. Like they pretty much set the bar pretty high, right? This segment, it was good, but to me, it didn't meet that standard that I've been seeing recently when it comes to this angle between Punk and Drew McIntyre. So that's why I only gave it 1. But it wasn't bad at all.
All right. Well, good point, Robert. I will agree with you there that, hey, it is a business. So the WWE should want this match to come off and not force them to apologize first. They should just do the match to make money. But I thought the positive aspect came from it when it just released the emotions of Drew McIntyre for how he felt that he's been screwed and, just wronged this whole feud. And just the fact that no one's protected him and that Punk is getting involved in his matches and the referees and officiating do nothing about it. And it really came out like realistic how fucking pissed off he was.